So I got started at 18, no education. And over the last almost 70 years, I've had 3 midlife crises because I started early. First was at 40 then I had one at 50 and I had one at 60. The 41 was at a divorce where it didn't seem like it was worth it because everything I'd achieved was. The second was I made a lot again and my life didn't change. I wasn't any happier. Every time I'd get a therapeutic need to address my anxiety, I'd buy a hot car. I've had 2 or 3 Ferraris. At one time I had 3 classic E-Jag convertibles. I've had 2 Rolls Royces, a Bentley, 56 Corvette, a bunch of other Corvettes, 3 turbo Porsches. All my problems didn't evaporate, and I was really struggling. They didn't change my life. I'd have 2 weeks of joy, and then all of a sudden it was anticlimactic. So I found a really cool therapist, and I go to him and I said, I'm going to buy you for a week. And I said, here's what the deal's going to be. When I'm ready to talk, I'm going to come, and the hours between 9 a.m. and 5, you're going to be there. If nobody's there, you're still there for me. You can watch TV, read a book, sleep, but when I want to talk, you're going to be there. But if I don't want to talk, I'm going to send everybody in my life who's screwed up, who would never go, and I want you to treat them. And so I would send all these wonderfully colorful people who had all these issues they didn't know they had. And the guy was hilarious, but we finally started spending 4-hour segments, and I'm going to tell you what I got out of $500,000 of therapy that forever changed my life. I realized that the biggest meaning of life is not trying to achieve the fastest growing company, although it's cool, or having the biggest house, although it's neat, the most beautiful wife or the handsome husband, although it's sort of fun for a short period of time. Whatever it is, if you're unlucky enough to get that for that reason, heaven's not going to open, the angels aren't going to sing, nirvana isn't going to happen, you're not going to click your heels and be in Kansas. You're just going to have more problems with bigger zeros on it. And you really are. He said, and I would never forget this, the meaning of life is the process. This conversation we're having is as good as it gets, because I think humanity and humility are the biggest attributes we can possess. You have to love the human condition with all its faults, or you can't really have a meaningful life, whether it's with clients, with yourself, with your family, in your business, in your job, in your marriage, in your relationship. You can't, I don't think. Grow or die.